Let's turn some lights on. Let's check out this live. You may not be able to. All right. Spin the camera around, you can see my face. All right. I wonder how this is going to go. Played around with the range extender, and I have a much better signal now. So hopefully this will work out. I got my lights on. As you can see, these little LED lights that come with this kit, man, they're good. These things are, man, they work great. This is lighting up this whole area. Very cool. Please let me know if the sound and the audio, the audio and visual are good. I have no way of knowing for sure. This should be good. We should be okay. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, investigating? Yeah, just dirt, dude. I don't know why I don't have dirt in the bucket, huh? I'm gonna cover this with substrate, like a sand, probably sand, maybe pea gravel, I don't know. Put several inches in here. So I'm gonna grow some plants in the bottom of this. Loki, hey, Loki. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I don't know what the big deal is. I know I do have 2 leopard frogs living in here somewhere. Maybe they're smelling leopard frogs. I mean, really, dogs? Let me back out of here. Audio, video, good. All right. You get to see my 4 crazy dogs. I just bought some of the little light fixtures you see down on the floor. The little LED, but they're basically solar powered. Come on, get out. See how well they listen? Actually, most of the time they listen pretty well. I tell them one time to get out, and they're out. Quickly out, too, so it's pretty nice. Anyhow, you saw my live earlier, you know kind of what I got going on. I'm just wanting to see the audio, make sure I can move around in here. Look at these different tubs. Man, you can't even see the water in that. I just added it today. I just added that lily, pond lily today, too. It was floating in another tub, and it wasn't doing so good. We'll see what happens. Drop some frog bit in there from inside today. So this tank and this tank were set up today. So there's not much going on in those. This is set up a while ago. There's no substrate. And all I got is just what you can see there, a little bit of guppy grass, some duckweed, and some frog bit right now. But I'm probably gonna put a pot in here with maybe some Valsinaria and see how that works out. I don't know. Fish yet, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me see if you can see the rice fish, the platinum rice fish. Oh yeah, should be able to see that. Those guys are really cool. As you can see, I got one lily in there I put a couple days ago, and it reached the top pretty quick. This was just floating in another container also. I noticed one of my platinum rice fish, these are all hatched out. One of them was black. So I'm gonna have to call him. I'll just put him in our container. I've got some blacks in the house, but they haven't bred any black shit at all. So I don't know what's going on here. So this is gonna be my experiment. I gotta figure out what kind of substrate and what I want to do for these. That's a 100-gallon aquarium. Hey James, I'm just kind of playing around right now. Just want to see how the audio video works for a few minutes. Sometimes it'll die after a little while. So right now you can see really good. It's nice shade cloth around these 2 sides. This faces east, so I get some morning sun. And if you look on top, I have 8 solar panels. This little area is only 8 by 8. Hey, Skitty. So, yeah, this little tiny thing. I was going to do a 10 by 20, but this one came free. The container, the cage got it free. So I was like, can't pass that up. So I immediately just threw up the what do you call it? Put it up and put some of the solar panels on there. So this is kind of where my solar panels. Obviously, I've got an air pump out here. This is a pond pump designed to be outdoors, so that's going to work out great. So in the black container closest to me, I've got a large battery that's designed for deep cycle and for good solar battery. And the other container has all the electronics in there, all the That's basically got the charge controller, and it's got a inverter that's powering the pump. So we're going to experiment to see how the air pumps, change the water temperature. I've got some hypothesis on this. One of the things oh hi, thanks for the comments on my dogs. Yeah, there's something else. Oh man, I was hoping this wouldn't have a dadgummit. This is, oh, he took off. He was on my finger. Oh, there he is. You can see him flying around. I was hoping that somehow this container, the way this thing's designed, would keep out those dragonflies. I was wrong. So I'm going to have to cover any tank that I'm going to have fry in that I don't want a dragonfly to eat. Oh well. So, but my hypothesis with the way the air stone should work is that there is a temperature gradient from the top to the bottom on these tubs. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to measure the temperature of the water at the surface, mid-water, and the bottom. Now my theory is that my hypothesis is that if I put the air stone all the way at the bottom, I'm going to mix up the water completely, or almost completely, so much more that there's not going to be a temperature gradient much anymore. So the overall energy should stay the same. So the temperatures at the top should come down, but the temperatures at the bottom are going to go up. And there'll be some evaporation, so I'll get evaporation cooling, so the overall energy level will go down in the system. But what I'm thinking is if I move the air stone up, I should start getting a temperature gradient again at some point. So if I have it right at the surface, I'm hoping I get the best of all the worlds, that I get some evaporation from the air stones, and then some of that cool water should drop to the bottom. So I should get a good temperature gradient too. So I should increase my temperature gradient and also drop the overall energy or temperature basically of the tub. So I'm hoping that that's going to work out great. Let's see who joined here. Hey, Jeff. Fish are looking so good. Brian, I have a Wallstead aquarium. Yeah, I've got quite a few Wallsteads. In fact, this is basically going to be in a Wallstead type of, well, it's not an aquarium, but it's a tub. So I've got the dirt down at the bottom already. I got to take some of that, all the organic matter, take some of that out. I don't think I need that. I need a little more dirt too in there. I'm going to add probably going to add some fertilizer of some sort in there. I haven't decided what. And then what I'll do is I'll cap it all, just like you will Wallstead method, and start planting some plants in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do lilies in here, but I have a feeling I might try like some sword plants. We have some native swords that I've found, but the area I go has been unfortunately damaged by some weather, so I can't. They closed the roads all down. They're working on the roads. So once they get the roads back open, I can go get some of those really cool sword plants and plant them out here, because I know they're already native and they're already living here, so it should transition well. They're already submerged and everything, so it should work really well. If I can get those to propagate, that would be really cool. They'd be good for outdoor ponds and things. They wouldn't be good for aquariums. I've tried it. You need so much light on those that it just, I can't get them to grow, unfortunately. So that's kind of what I got going on. I'll go into more depth another date. I just want to pop on real quick, just kind of a pop-up, and just see how good my audio and video are doing this out here. What I've done, I've kind of run an extension cord from my house about halfway out here and hooked up my range extender to extension cord and stuck it on top of another enclosure kind of like this, but it's more for birds. It's a 10 by 20, but it's designed to house raptors. Because I do some falconry work, and I do some rehab work too. So that's my raptor enclosure. I stuck it on top of there, and it actually works. So I want to see how well it works. So I'm kind of hanging out here for 10-15 minutes just to kind of see how long it'll stay stable, because I don't know how stable it'll be. We got to figure this out. So maybe I can start doing some live streams out here or something cool. So, well, the overall though, I might try to weatherproof everything and do solar and hook it up to a solar panel on top, charging a battery, and the battery be supplying power to my range extender, so I can come out here anytime I want and do this. I think this might be cool. Yes, the Wallstead methods are cool. I really like them. Fish fam, hello Fish fam. Brian, what type of fish do you have? Right now, the only thing out here that I have is the platinum rice fish. You see the little guys in there? These are fry that I hatched out. I think there was like 10 of them I put in here total. Some are hiding down deep and it's not moving around. But those are doing really well so far. They've been out here about a week, doing extremely well. So what I am going to plan to put out here for sure is Florida flagfish, and I'm going to try some plecos. I have some super red bristlenose. Man, I don't know. So there's a bunch of other possibilities. I'm not sure. Guppies might be a good possibility I might throw out here. Endlers could be, but those I'll have to pull up in the fall when it gets too cold. There's nothing going to keep these temperatures up. Do I level my tanks? This is not really. I didn't just throw them down. If you look, you can kind of look at this tank at the water level around the side of it, and it's not perfectly level, but boy, it's close. So I really didn't really try to level these, but man, they're right on. This is this nice flat area of my yard. If you look at that, where the water is on the side, man, it's level. I didn't do anything, so that'd be cool. So nope, didn't level my outdoor ponds. Now my tanks I do try to level for sure, but definitely not my ponds, because it doesn't really matter if they're off a little bit. Don't really care. But what else am I going to put in here? Oh boy, do I even try some Corys? I don't know. I only have like, how many tanks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got one more I'm going to add by the door. That'll be 8. So I got 8 tanks to work with. Got another one out here, but those have been there a while. There's another one back there. Those have been sitting there for a while. Nothing in them. No fish, that is. So they probably got lots of dragonfly larvae and other stuff in here. So that'll be a problem. Have to put drop a bluegill or something in there, wipe all those out, and then start over. I don't know. So I got neon tetras with 2 red honey grummies. Nice. I think my husband and I have engineered over 300-gallon outdoor tub. Has over-engineered my 300-gallon outdoor tub. Nah, you can't over-engineer it. So I'm going to do, so some of these will have air stones in them. Some are not going to have air stones in them. I have this one with no substrate in the bottom. This one's got a mix of, like, I think it was Eco Complete and some sand out of a cichlid tank or some kind of, I don't know, it was a mix of something but they had a bunch of, so I just dumped it in here. No dirt on the bottom of that, so that's just substrate. Because I'm trying a bunch of stuff. We'll see what works and what doesn't. And over here, I did throw soil on the bottom that is dug out of the yard. Of a spot that I could pull some soil from. Put that in the bottom, capped it with probably about 3-4 inches of sand. This is actually not sand, it's a decomposed granite, which I love decomposed granite. The big rock in the middle was just basically when I filled it, I used that rock to keep from stirring everything up. I'll probably pull that rock out. I might put some other rocks in there. I don't know. So I've got some ideas. We'll see what goes in here. This tub, man, I might save this tub for a special fish that I've been looking for. I've caught some of them recently, but they were only females. And they're a killie. Really cool killie fish. That might be really cool having this pond. And see if I can breed them in there. That would be ultimate. Let's see if anybody's... Red honey grummies sound pretty. Yep. Get back. Oh yeah, Silver Creek. Let me know. Hopefully I've got my connectivity problems fixed. I'm going to move around kind of fast. Let's just kind of, hopefully don't make anybody sick, but I'm testing the signal quality. See if it looks kind of smooth or I'm really jerky or what. Oh yeah, man, he did some cool art. I did like that. Those mountains and stuff look really neat. So I've been on here for almost 15 minutes. I think we got enough to get an idea of where we're at. Hey Tommy, check it out. Potato vine didn't do so good out hanging outside, so I'm gonna throw it in here so I can give it some water every day, and let's see what it'll do. Anyhow, I think I need killifish. Looks great, looks cool. Yeah, it depends on what kind of killifish. There's another, I think in this tub, I'm thinking I might try something cool. I might try an Anotheobranchius, which is an annual killifish. And if I put the annual in there, Those guys are designed to breed, lay eggs, grow fast, breed, lay eggs, and die. So if I put some containers in there, see I've already got rock and stuff. I take all that rock out because I want nothing on the bottom. And I'll put some Tupperware containers in there full of like peat moss and stuff like that for them to dive into and lay eggs. I think they're going to like the shallower, it's not really that shallow, but it's a little, but I think they're going to like the warmth and the way that tank is going to be set up. If I put some cool plants on top, I might just do floating plants, do like guppy grass and hornwort. So it'll be a dense cover over top of them and give them cover and see if I can get a lot more breeding out of it. You do have to dry those eggs out, so they will not be able to breed in there without me intervening, drying the eggs out and hatching them. I could even, I could do it in the winter. I could keep some of those nothos going, and then first thing in the spring, when temperatures are up, just take some eggs and drop some eggs in there. You know, I'd definitely cover it with probably, I was going to do 1/4 inch hardwire cloth and everything else, but that I'd probably do some window screen or something very, very fine to keep any larger insects out of it. And of course in spring, dump it out, start over so there's nothing in it. Because I don't want any predators in there to eat my eggs. Just see if they'll start, I can grow the babies up and have them start breeding in there from an egg. That might be a cool challenge. Let's see. It'll do great in there. Yeah. Man, there's the bugs out here might be a problem. There's little small bugs getting in my throat. Yeah, it's better to create a natural ecosystem for them. Screen over hardwire cloth. Yeah, the screen only in the springtime, just when I'm dumping eggs in there, because I don't want anything eating my eggs before they hatch. So I would clear it all out, set it up the way I want to set it, and cover it with window, like aluminum window screen, or even they can do vinyl, it wouldn't matter. But as long as I tuck it in nice and tight so nothing big can get in there. Then throw my eggs in there. Just put the eggs in there and let them hatch and let them go. I might wait up, of course, when I clean it all out and get it all ready, I'll probably wait 2 or 3 weeks to get some algae growing in there, get some microorganisms going, and then do nothing but throw them in there and see what happens. It would be a cool experiment. I'm going to do a lot of stuff, and I know I'm going to fail. There's no doubt in my mind. A screen over a hardwire cloth. I could do both. Yeah, I could put the screen down and put hardwire cloth over top. That might work good. Scatter, mop, or dirt killies. I don't know yet. Maybe all the above. I know they'll probably do the Nothiobranchus, which they're a substrate breeder. They lay eggs there. Some of the killies do lay eggs in mops. So yeah, and there's another egg scattered I'm thinking about maybe putting in this big tank. That's going to be a little more challenging, so that's going to be kind of cool. So I don't know, they're still up in the air. But I've heard that some of the what do you call those plecos, the bristlenose, can do pretty good out year round. So I'm going to test and see if they can. But I've always heard people have kept them outdoors and they do fine. Oh, white cloud mountain minnows. That's definitely going to be in one of these tubs. I might put them in this tub, a shallow tub, with all the other plants in there, and I may put some bigger rocks on one side of it or something so they can lay their eggs in that. So that's probably what I got planned. Anyhow, I think I got enough data to know if this is going to be viable or not. Thanks for joining. And maybe Tuesday night I might go live inside, or maybe even out here, and do a full hour-long live stream. I haven't done a live stream, a real live stream like that, in I think it's 3 or 4 months. But anyhow, let me see. Help our community grow. Like the video. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Brian. You are cool. Appreciate your love towards the hobby. Wish y'all good luck. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. This is going to be one big experiment. I'm going to learn what I can learn, pass information on. I'm going to throw out some of the common knowledge that people seem to have about things that I've found not to be true all the time. So, I'm going to learn something. This is going to be my lab. But anyhow, thank you very much. Have a good evening.